the special teams. I mean, what is going on? I know you and I were big fans of J.K. Scott and all of his holy characteristics, but man, he's got to change something. Not only is his punts inconsistent, and he's not doing it right at all. I mean, we drafted him so highly, not even so highly, but drafting a punter in the 6th round is considered high to me. His hang time isn't all there. His distance definitely isn't there. He's punting it right into the middle of the field. And then worst of all, when he lets, when you're not only, okay, so you're expecting your gunners and everybody else on special teams to do their job and tackle him. But when he gets back there and you can't even make a solid effort to bring him down, it's really frustrating. We saw this 2 times. Both times, I think, were pretty bad jobs by everybody else on special teams. But it's really becoming frustrating, and it's becoming worrying, especially for J.K. Scott, who, if he's dealing out 80-yard, 60-yard punts every time, then sure. Who cares if he sometimes can't make the tackle on a good return? But he's not doing any of that. So how worried should J.K. Scott be? Is he on the hot seat for punchers right now?
I really don't know. I don't know if he has to change his kicking formation or style.
Yeah.
He has to or something or take some tackling lessons, but
Exactly.
yeah, I really don't know. They might move on, but they'll probably let his contract run out.
Yeah.
Try to get him developed this offseason again. I don't know. I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
I
It's
think
really kind of tough to say for
yeah.
Jake.
The biggest thing I think is his inconsistency in the cold. That he's almost become notorious for that, and that you're not going to stick along too long in Green Bay if you can't deal with the cold. He grew up in Alabama. I'm pretty sure he played in Alabama, where he was a star SEC punter. I believe that's the conference they're in. I couldn't tell you. He played in Alabama there for a little bit at college, and he was supposedly great. Here he is now. His first 2 years, give him a little bit of time. Right now, he's just truly inconsistent. Sean Meninga, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you as far as Ron Zook, it was a much different problem. There was way too many penalties, and everything was going wrong. With Sean Meninga, there really isn't those constant penalties, which I'm fine with. But we got to see better play, and teams are going to start taking advantage of that. We had another play on special teams that I'm struggling to remember, but I know we had another play on that game. And then obviously
Crosby missed.
Mason Crosby missed extra point, and that's a little bit tough where with defensive offense coordinators, you can look at more personal play and say, all right, you got to change it. With special teams, it's like, all right, is Mason Crosby just having a little bit of an off day or off hour, So
another one, so that's
yeah,
might have been just a snap or the hold.
Don't you ever.
Hunter Bradley, though, did nothing wrong.
That's what I was going to say. Don't you suggest that Hunter did something bad. All right. Yeah, and the earlier last week with the punt return mishaps here, Shepard and Indy, it's just like something's got to change. I don't know, and I don't think it can get much worse. As long as we can bring someone in here who isn't having constant penalties like Mr. Zook, I don't think it can get much worse. Let's add a little bit of juice to the special teams. Hopefully Tavon Austin does a little bit of that.